Okay, so hi Melanie, how are
Hi,
you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
How are you?
Good, thank you, very good. Okay, so obviously we saw you on the X Factor on Saturday night, and obviously the judges, I think it's fair to say, went rather mental for you. How was it? How was it going up on stage? What was it like?
It was the most terrifying moment of my life. It was absolutely terrifying and surreal, but also very exciting. And I really wanted to do it, so I just had to sort of take a deep breath and go for it, you know. But just very, very surreal also to see that iconic panel, the X, you know, the X behind you after watching it and being a fan for so many years.
And which of the judges were you most excited to see in person?
It's a difficult question actually, because it was just so wonderful to see them all there. It was just very, very exciting. I like each one of them in their own way, and for my own reasons. I like every single one of these judges, so it was just wonderful to see them be able to sing for them.
Yeah, and we've heard maybe that you've got a little bit of a crush on Gary, perhaps?
Well, does anybody not have a crush on Gary Barlow? I can't even say his name now because I'm tongue-tied. No, I mean, I think he's an amazing artist, writer, producer, and I was always take that fan, and my husband likes to take that as well, so he's very excited about me being able to sing for Gary Barlow too. So I think he's just a huge talent, and I totally respect what he does.
And what made you decide to audition this year?
This year, it just felt like the right time somehow, you know. It just felt like, and also it was sort of make or break, now or never, you know. I sort of put all that kind of on hold because the past 5-6 years I've been having my children and being a stay-at-home mum, doing bits and pieces of gigs, doing my Fairy Flutterby classes, and I wanted to be with my little ones. I still do, of course, but they've all been so supportive, and I don't want to regret not taking the opportunity, you know, in 10-20 years time when my children have grown up, saying, why did you never do that? So, you know, for myself and for all of us, I decided I'm going to go for it.
Was it the first time you performed in front of a crowd that big?
Yes, a crowd that big, yes, absolutely. That was, I'm not quite sure how many were there, but I've never seen so many people in one place. I mean, I've done gigs and session works and backing vocal for other artists on quite big stages. Not that big, but quite big stages, but I've always been in the background. That's the first time I've ever stood on the stage and sung as a solo performer to that many people. And it was amazing, it was just wonderful.
It must have been terrifying.
What was more terrifying was looking out, and what was more terrifying than actually being, when I was on stage and singing, I just loved it and really enjoyed the whole performance, but peeking out and seeing everybody was very nerve-wracking.
Okay, so just one last question.
Yeah.
Obviously we saw you teaching Olly Murs how to be a fairy
Yes.
on the Extra Factor.
Yes.
Do you think he's got what it takes to be a fairy?
I think he has. I think he might need to come back to me for fairy bootcamp. I think we might have to do a bit of work on his flying technique, but I think he's got all the makings of being a perfect Fairy Flutterby in waiting.
So you think he'll be getting his wings?
I think I'll be giving him his wings quite soon, yes. I think a few more classes and he'll be there.
That's excellent. Thank you so much, Melanie, and best of luck.
Thank you.